Hello everyone, this is Sandhya Ravindra Lanke, faculty Shri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Rasiklal M. Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, Pune. Today we will discuss about the topic prescription mentioned in the syllabus of Diploma in Pharmacy for second year students. After learning this video, you will learn about definition of prescription. You will be able to list parts of prescription. You will able to discuss modern methods of prescribing. So these are the learning outcomes after watching this video. Now let's proceed with the definition of prescription. Prescription is a written order given by a registered medical practitioner or any other licensed person such as veterinarian, dentist to the pharmacist to dispense proper medication to the patient so as to treat the disease or disorder. So we can say that prescription is nothing but a written order given by RMP, nothing but registered medical practitioner. He should be the licensed person. He will write that order to the pharmacist for compounding and dispensing medication to the patient. Now, how this prescription is going to be run from physician to the pharmacist. When patient visits to the physician will observe the symptoms and accordingly physician will write the prescription. Then after, through the patient will visit the pharmacy and pharmacist will issue the prescription and he will dispense the medicines accordingly. So this is nothing but the route of prescription. Now let us discuss various parts of prescription. Prescription, it contains the main thing, that is date, then the details of the patient such as name, age, sex and address, superscription, inscription, subscription, then signatura, renewal instruction and details of the prescriber like his signature, address and registration number. Now one by one we'll discuss the parts of prescription. This is a typical example of prescription where you can label the different parts of prescription. You can see here, first of all, the details of the prescriber like hospital name or prescriber's name, address and his contact details. Then is the patient details which includes the name, address, age and the main thing is the date. Afterwards is the superscription. Then is the inscription which contains name of the medication and number of units to be dispensed. Then is the subscription. Transcription is nothing but signatura, refill direction and finally the signature of the physician. So friends, let us discuss all the parts of prescription with their significance. First of all, date. It helps a pharmacist to find out the date of prescribing and date of presentation for filling the prescription. Now, presence of date plays an important role. The prescriptions which prescribe narcotic and other habit-forming drug must bear the date so as to avoid misuse of the prescription if it is presented by the patient a number of times for dispensing. Now, why date is essential? Because in prescription there are some habit forming drugs and if physician gives that particular medicines only for suppose a week, so as it is a habit forming drug, patient will repeatedly visit the pharmacy and will ask for the medicines. So it is the duty of pharmacist to note down the date and accordingly he has to resist the patient for taking the medicines. So that's why just to avoid misuse of the prescription, date should be mentioned on the prescription. Then is the details of the patient which includes name, age, sex and address. Obviously these all details are important for proper handling of prescription and also for the identification of patient. Age of the patient must be written in the prescription because it serves for identity of the prescription. Apart from this, in case if it is missing in the prescription, the same may should be included by the pharmacist after proper inquiry from the patient because it is required for identification purpose of the patient. As well as age of the patient is important especially in case of children which will help the pharmacist to check the prescribed dose of medication, because the dose of children is different that from the doses of adult. That's why all the details should be verified by the pharmacist. Then is the superscription, which is nothing but the symbol Rx. This is the main part of prescription. This Rx is nothing but the abbreviation of Latin word receipt, which means you take or take down. The symbol was considered to be originated from sign of Jupiter, that was meaning god of healing. This symbol was employed by ancients in requesting God for quick recovery of patient. That's why on every prescription this Rx symbol is present. That means you take. After superscription, the next is inscription. Now, this inscription is nothing but the main part of prescription, or we can say heart of the prescription, as it contains the various ingredients which are required for compounding of the prescription, like base, adjuvants and vehicle, along with the name and quantities of the prescribed ingredients. Now, in recent days or modern prescription doesn't contain all these details, because already the medicines are in ready-made format. Just pharmacists have to dispense it. But in ancient days, compounding was carried out by pharmacists only, and that's why all these ingredients should be mentioned along with their quantities. And whenever the number of ingredients were more, that's why it is divided in three parts, like base, nothing but the active pharmaceutical ingredient, the API. Adjuvants are nothing but the secondary active drugs and additives, and vehicle, that was used to give suitable form for administration. So in ancient days, nowadays also some Ayurvedic preparations are to be compounded by the pharmacist. That's why inscription also plays an important role in the prescription. Next is subscription. The subscription is nothing but direction given by the physician to the pharmacist for preparing dosage forms as instructed with the quantity. Just now we have discussed about inscription. So in traditional days, as compounding was carried out by the pharmacist, some instructions were given by the physician regarding compounding, like how much quantity is to be prepared, by which method it has to be prepared, likewise. But nowadays, just only mix, send tablets or send capsule. Likewise, directions are given by the physician to the pharmacist. So, subscription is nothing but direction by the physician to the pharmacist. Then is the signatura, which is also called by the name transcription. Now, what is this? This is nothing but direction to be given to the patient regarding administration of the drug. Means after dispensing the medicines to the patient, whatever direction mentioned on the prescription related to route of administration. For example, if the prescription contains tablets, so whether those tablets had to be administered by oral route or rectal route, or those has to be chewed. So likewise, the route of administration should be clear to the patient. Then frequency of dosing, whether the given medicines has to be administered twice a day, thrice a day. Likewise, duration of dosing, for how many days that course of drug should be followed. Special instructions, like some medicaments like syrups, suspensions or emulsion, they require shake well before use, just to avoid the ununiform distribution of the medicament. So such directions should be given to the patient, and it is duty of the pharmacist to give all this information to the patient regarding administration of the drug. So in short, we can say that signatura is nothing but direction to be given to the patient. Then is the renewal instruction. The prescriber indicate on every prescription order whether it may be renewed, and if so, how many times. It is important, particularly in the prescription containing narcotic and other habit-forming drugs, to prevent its misuse. Now, what is this refill direction or renewal direction? Some drugs, in case of chronic disorder, the same prescription has to be repeated twice or thrice. So, on refill instruction, you can see here, do not repeat and repeat. These two columns are there, check boxes are there. So if physician wants to repeat the prescription, he will just tick on the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 likewise. And if the same prescription is used for single time, so he will tick on the do not repeat checkbox. So these type of refill instructions are just given to avoid misuse of the prescription. And lastly, the details of the prescriber. To make the prescription authentic, the prescription should bear signature, address and registration number of the prescriber, that is physician. So again, it is important in the prescription containing narcotic and other habit forming drugs to prevent its misuse. So this was all regarding significance of different parts of prescription. Now these are some typical examples of prescription. In board exams, question is long answer questions are asked for 3 marks, like define prescription, enlist parts of prescription and give a typical example of prescription. So at that time, student have to draw the typical example of prescription which will mention all the parts of prescription. So here you can see the various parts of prescription are mentioned. Here is the another example. This is a blank prescription which contain first of all the details of the physician, then is the name of patient, address details, then age, then important is the date, RX symbol is present, and the blank space will include inscription, subscription and signature. Now here you can see refill, NR and PRN. These two things are given. NR non-repetiture and PRN stands for Florinata. That means how many times that the prescription should be repeated. So, and lastly, space is given for signature of the physician and his details. So this is an example of prescription. Now we'll discuss about some common errors while writing a prescription. Here is just the list of various errors in the prescription, like abbreviation, name of the drug, strength of the preparation, dosage form of the drug prescribed, dose, instructions to the patient and incompatibility. So there are chances of error while dispensing or while writing the prescription, and obviously it is the duty of physician as well as pharmacist to minimize these error in the prescription. So here abbreviation, whenever there is problem in understanding or whenever wrong interpretation by the pharmacist, he may get some guesses may be carried out by the pharmacist. So these may leads to error in the prescription. For example, if physicians write acro word, so instead of dispensing acromycin, pharmacist may dispense acrostatin. So it is the duty of physician to write the full form of the medicament which is to be dispensed. Then second one is name of the drug. Some drugs sound like another. For example, digitoxin and digoxin, prednisone and prednisolone. Such type of pronunciation are similar. So in that case also it is the duty of pharmacist for confirming it from the physician. Next one is the strength of preparation. Now we know that there are various strengths of the preparation available for same drug. Like for example amoxicillin, it may be available in 200 mg, 250 mg, 400 mg doses. Another one is the strength of preparation should be mentioned in prescription, otherwise it may leads to error while dispensing. For example, paracetamol tablet is written in prescription without strength. So how pharmacist will dispense it? That's why it is duty of the physician to mention strength of the medicament properly. Then is the dosage form of the drug prescribed. Same drugs are available in various dosage form. So it is very essential to mention the dosage form of drug. For example, one drug will be available in the form of tablet, capsule, suppository, liquid. So pharmacists may get confused which kind of dosage form is to be dispensed. That's why again it is duty of the physician to mention the exact dosage form of that particular medicament. The next error that can occur is through dose. Dose error may take place with pediatric patients. pharmacist must discuss the dose with the physician just to avoid error in the prescription. Then instructions to the patient. There are chances that sometimes incomplete or inappropriate instructions may cause error in the prescription. For example, 2 times in a day or 3 times in a day. This may create confusion whether that tablet has to be taken in the morning and afternoon, or in the morning or night. Another one is take with milk, take after meal. Such type of instructions should be followed by the physician, and obviously it is duty of the pharmacist to advise the patient regarding such type of instructions. Last chances of error in the prescription is just because of incompatibility. Now it is very important to check the incompatibility by pharmacist in prescription to avoid any therapeutic type of incompatibility. Now different drugs prescribed for same patient may cause some factors like synergism and antagonism. For example, acetylcholine and atropine that may produce antagonism. So as to avoid such type of interactions, it is duty of the pharmacist to read the prescription carefully, and accordingly he have to confirm it from the physician. So this is about common errors in prescription. Question can be asked for 3 marks on this point. Next one is the modern methods of prescribing. Nowadays, majority of drugs are available in the market as ready-made formulations, which are manufactured by different pharmaceutical companies. There is no need to compound the drugs by the pharmacist. In the present days, the role of pharmacist is just to hand over the ready-made preparations to the patients and provide advice if demanded regarding its mode of administration, dose schedule, drug interaction and adverse reaction. So these are some points that should be considered during the modern methods of prescribing. Now let us discuss about the proprietary name. Now what is proprietary name? It is a name given to a drug by the pharmaceutical company to sell the drugs. Now there are number of companies. A single drug can be sold with many proprietary names by different companies. So these proprietary names are nothing but the generic names. Let us discuss advantages and disadvantages of these modern methods of prescribing. Again, in board exam, question is always asked on this. Write a note on modern methods of prescribing with its advantages and disadvantages for 3 marks. So advantages of prescribing the drug by its proprietary names are: first one, these are easy to remember, as the names of these drugs are very catchy. They can be easily remembered. Second one is they are easy to communicate with the patient. Then the continuity can be maintained by prescribing the same proprietary name every time. So obviously this is the duty of the physician and the pharmacist. And last advantage is only those proprietary drugs can be prescribed which have better bioavailability. Now as different manufacturing companies can manufacture a single drug, obviously there will be some variations in the bioavailability. So the proprietary drugs can be prescribed which have better bioavailability. So these are advantages of prescribing the drug by its proprietary name. Now let us see disadvantages. The first and the major disadvantage is it is cheaper to prescribe the drug by its official name. Now here it looks like very cheap that prescribing the drug by its official name. So actually it is not a major issue, but still some peoples are only ready to accept the standard forms of drug, and that's why this is the main disadvantage. And second one is it becomes difficult for pharmacists to dispense the substitute of the drugs which is available in the stock. So as different manufacturing companies are there for a single medicament, so obviously that there are chances of confusion in the mind of the pharmacist, and again every patient is not ready to accept the substitute. That's why it becomes difficult for pharmacists to dispense the substitute of the drug. So friends, I hope you have understood the basic concepts in the chapter prescription. We have discussed definition of prescription, significance of parts of prescription, and modern methods of prescribing. So if you have any problem, you can post it in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching this